Slick Wash is specially designed for power sport and motorsport vehicles that encounter heavy dirt and mud, and formulated to clean surfaces without stripping the lubrication from bearings or pivot points. Slick Wash is a biodegradable, non-corrosive cleaning solution designed specifically to remove heavy dirt and mud from surfaces. Each bottle contains 32 ounces of super concentrated liquid solution, which can easily be mixed with water to make up 4 gallons of wash. Each bottle of Slick Wash is made and packaged in the USA. Slick Wash is a non-corrosive formula, making it safe for use on paint, plastic, and metal surfaces, and easily rinses away without leaving a sticky residue. Using Slick Wash is a quick and easy 3-step process. Begin by mixing 8 ounces of concentrate with 1 gallon of water. Using a pump sprayer applicator saves time when applying and also reduces waste. Apply Slick Wash to the entire vehicle, saturating any dirty or muddy areas, and agitate using the Slick Scrub brush. For best results, keep it moist and let it soak for 3 to 5 minutes. Rinse the vehicle with water using a pressurized nozzle and dry with a slick microfiber towel. Slick Wash always offers a safe and easy cleaning experience for powersport and motorsport vehicles. If you have any questions about our Slick Wash, please refer to the support tab on our website where you can easily contact the Slick team.
iRacing.com online sim racing broadcasting is provided by multiple companies. How many of them are commercial and how many are private? Well, we here at Hardy Sports TV are a private entity. We can compete with the best of the market offering 100% content ownage. What does that mean for you? From the grassroots of dirt ovals and rallycross, as well as asphalt oval and on and off-road course racing, we can cover it all at affordable prices. Don't sim race but would like to support our channels? Not a problem. Message the page today and ask about our sponsor packages. Check us out on your choice of streaming platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We simulcast to all three. We hope to represent your business or schedule a series or special event with you soon.
We're working on something momentarily. Just evaluate on some practice laps. So we was looking on some stuff on the back end here. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to get the race info up here. The Kansas Speedway, after the new update has been dropped today, and everybody's got their iRacing updates done and down. And we've been working on the graphic settings here to make sure everything is good for tonight's racing action. And welcome everybody to the Kansas Speedway. I believe a new track. I don't know. I didn't actually look. I'm not sure if this is the new one or not. But we'll see how this plays out for everybody. Is maybe new grip tracks. There's some a little bit of rendering that's been redone here, and looks like Philip Temple's on top of the charts here already. 78 degrees, ambient air temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy weather, and 2-mile-an-hour wind gusts going to bring us racing action here today. Ron Piles is here once again, bringing you guys all the action here. The asphalt cameras, track cams, 22.com. No, this is actually iRacing's default cameras tonight. There's no updated cameras for this new layout, new update to the Kansas Speedway. So, things a little interesting here is that goes as I want to thank simratmarket.com for our dirt cameras that we use on the broadcast network as well. I want to welcome you all in here once again here to the gRaceland Shootout series, and we're getting ready to rock and roll with our racing action. That being said, I want to thank everybody that makes this possible here on the Hardy Sports TV Broadcast Network. First and foremost, Richard Sutherland and Adam Robertson for having us aboard, as they are the admins putting everything together here for this series. Also want to thank Butt Kicker for putting up their Gamer or Gamer Plus Gamer 2, whichever it is that they put out at the end of the season for the points champion. And that is on the way to Philip Temples once again. Still a little ways yet to go here in the series, but Philip Temple's working on number 4, I believe, is what he told me. So he's already 3 races in. He's got a trifecta he's performed here, and he'll be looking to do the quadruplet here tonight. And he's already setting the pace on tonight's race with the quick timing in practice so far. Also, I thank 5 Star Beverages for coming on board with the GRaceland Shootout Series once again, and back for another season. Davis Unified Ignitions, performance distributors with high performance and race ignition systems as your sponsors for the series. I also like to thank the Hardy Sports TV Broadcast Network sponsors as well. Insurance Centers Incorporated, back on board for the 2025 racing season, as well as the Hardy Sports TV Broadcast Network to cover any issues with our 17 race agreement and our broadcast partners through the 2025 race season winter or off season coming up. So also I thank Genmar Services, still waiting on the word for a renewal of contract from them, but as we get ever so much closer to that contract expiring, hopefully we'll hear from them soon and get them back on board or continue to partner with them as well. Also, Slick Products USA has renewed for 2025, so thanks to them for hanging out. And welcome, Diana. Good to see you. Also, want to thank Throttle Smash Performance for their contributions to the Powers Racing team for this season as well. And a lot of great stuff coming out of Throttle Smash Performance. So you can hold them there out of Dawson, Pennsylvania. Also, want to thank Premier Racing Setups for keeping me running in the very competitive side of iRacing. And we look forward to being a part of Premier Racing Setups throughout the future of 2025. Also, I thank TrackCams22, TrackCams for Gourmets, for partnering with us as well, and SimRapMarket.com for everything that they have to offer here for iRacing as well. So I'll do it for our intro here. This is Philip Temple's quick time here, and we need to get our program up here so we can see what's going on, and I don't think it's even open. Thought I opened it. Let's see. I guess I did not. Might have closed it by accident. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. We got 2 minutes, so. You said they took the warm-up session out, so I think we're doing practice qualify race. Yes, we are. So we're going to go trackside to play in the national anthem. We'll be right back. And I apologize for this little bubble you see here. If I have iRacing clicked on it, it'll show it. So, alrighty, so we're going to go trackside to play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying action coming to you live here from the Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. Alright, back here live. Qualifying about to get underway here momentarily. Alrighty, here we go. Qualifying getting underway here. The green flag is out for qualifying. And the first car to pit road was going to be the 20, or excuse me, it's like the James Napier's number 1. And he's going to get back to, he's sitting on pit road, so he's not the first car to the racetrack. The first car to the racetrack is the 28 of Adam Roberson. Roberson will look to pick up a win here. So we'll be looking for the pole in that number 28 Motorcraft butt kicker Ford. He's got the 5-star beverages sponsor across the windscreen. James Napier finally made it to the racetrack to get his warm-up lap in. This here momentarily. Let's drive the lap time down. Adam Roberson goes 31.93. Quick time. Philip Temple's 31.78. Wasting no time at all getting to the top of the leaderboards on lap 1. Billy Stanley's second quick right now, 31.92. Adam Roberson third quick, 31.93. So come back around. James Napier goes fourth quick, 31.93 seconds as well. So let's see, it's 31.775. Temple's first lap is fast as second lap, 31.931 slower. Billy Stanley's second lap, 32.061 slower for him. Adam Roberson's third lap, 31.984, so slower for him as well. James Napier, 31.930, and he is yet to cross the line. Adam Roberson, let's see, the 19 of David Cox goes 31.951 faster. For James Napier, 31.926, 31.926, third quick. Adam Roberson follows the P4. BJ Mackey's debut in the number 98 car. He's already going back to the pits. Greg Myers out there in the number 2. He'll clock in 32.522, 8th quick. Terry Walters in the 27 to come across the stripe here. And he will clock in at a 32.053, 8th quick for Terry Walters in the 27. Billy Stanley clocks in second quick tonight so far, 31.922. I don't believe anybody's going to get to him. We'll see if Greg Myers can pick it up on his second lap on that number 2. And 32.439, a little quicker, but not fast enough. He'll stay 9th quick. Terry Walters across the stripe this time by. He will clock into 31.981. 31.981 for Terry Walters, and he will stay 8th quick. So his next lap was faster, but going to clock in there and lock it in 8th position. So the track goes back under caution as everybody is done with their qualifying. see here. Alrighty, so that brings us to our race session. 50 laps is the distance in tonight's racing event here. So we're going to kick off the first 10 laps with 2 of our Elvis Presley track facts, because I think we have 60 total. We'll do one every 10 laps, so it'll make the night go quick here. We're going to take a look at our starting lineup. As the cars start their grid here, we got 10 drivers going to go 50 laps here tonight. Starting on the inside of the front row out of Florida, it's the 17. It's Philip Temples. We're going to take a look at something here, see if we can do this way. I'd like to have a different... Actually, you know what? We'll do it this way. Alright, Philip Temples will start on the inside of the front row. His outside for Hound Dog Racing's number 8 will be Billy Stanley. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 1 out of Indiana, it's the one. Actually, in the 3rd spot, it's James Napier. Starting outside in position number 4 is going to be the 28 Motorcraft Ford of Adam Roberson in the Tennessee Vols helmet. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 5th spot, it's the 98. It's BJ Mackey out of the Carolinas. Starting his outside in position number 6 in the 19 for Dave Cox Racing. It's David Cox. Starting inside of row number 4, it's the 95. It's Sudden Death. It's Richard Suddeth will start 7th. And the 27 out of Illinois, it's in the 8th spot. Terry Walters will start P8. Starting inside of row number 5 for Genji Motorsports in the number 2, it is Greg Myers. And starting tailback on the field out of Hound Dog Racing Stables in the Marlboro helmet here, it's the 18 of Anthony Bledsoe. So that is your field here, your starting lineup for your 10 drivers going to take to the green flag coming up here momentarily. As they roll off of turn number 4 and the green flag comes out, away we go. 50 laps is the distance. I think we'll knock out the random track fact first, and then we'll get our first Elvis Presley. So at lap 5 we'll do the Elvis random track fact, as right now it looks like Philip Temple is going to take the race lead, and caution flags out Terry Walters. Having issues, so our first Insurance Centers Incorporated yellow flag out for Terry Walters in the 27. See what happened to Terry as he rolled through turns 1 and 2. On the entry to 1, having some issues. Insurance Centers Incorporated instant replay brought to you by Heart Esports TV as we watch the 27. He's the Green Hellcat sponsored ride there. The top shot comes down the racetrack. It's clipped just a little bit. Backed up there, took some damage to the rear end of that ride. And away we go. That's how we're going to start this one off. So we get caught back up here, and unfortunately the 27 may look okay. We'll see how it goes here for him. Let's get a good look at the back of that car, see if he's missing any covers. On Terry Walters 27, everything looks to be intact. A little bit of damage there. Alrighty, so we got our random Elvis fact coming up here. So Elvis was the only man from Northeast Mississippi who could shake his hips and still be loved by rednecks, cops, and hippies, says Jimmy Buffett. Apparently we got a little comedy in the barn tonight. So Philip Temple's looking to pick up 4 in a row, and he's setting the pace here already in this one. 50 laps is the distance. And we are enjoying the new look here of the new Kansas Speedway. A little bit of scuff marks on the walls. The track's been a little used up. iRacing did a great job reworking and revamping the Kansas Speedway. And these 10 drivers are going to enjoy it tonight here in the Super Late models. I believe a 900 horsepower car. I don't believe they were stripped of any of that. As under caution for the first time here tonight for the 27 of Terry Walters, who's currently on pit road, and he's leaving pit road now. He was receiving repairs. He was able to enter pit road. Adam Roberson also came down pit road on lap 3. He got some service. Philip Temples has the best lap time so far, it appears. Let's see if we can find. Oh, they didn't really get a chance to put one down. 55.454. So yeah, it looks like he's going to have the fastest time. So no, he's not. 51.020 for Terry Walters, but these lap times are not non-competitive lap times. These are eye-pacing lap times. As Adam Roberson also back down pit road the 28. Not sure exactly. I think he might be topping off, trying to make it to the end. This may be a strategy play for the 28. I don't believe he had any damage, to my knowledge. This is his second pit stop. I believe he's topping off on fuel. Let's see. Adam's always got some sort of strategy under his belt here. So they get the 1 to green, I believe. And they did. And that's a 5.7 second pit stop. I don't recall the 28 having damage, but Roberson not qualifying very as well as I believe he wanted to. As he's going to get around the 27, who's taking credit for the caution. So the 27 will start tailback of the field. Adam Roberson just one spot in front of him. As we get ready to get back to green flag action here. These cameras here for Kansas Speedway. Things a little. Let's try and keep everybody in the frame here, but they get spread out. It's hard to do. As the iRacing.com official pace car pulls into pit road, and we'll get ready to get back to green flag action here down the front straightaway. We'll get some blimp action on the green flag in the ICAR restart zone, and man, what a restart for Philip Temples! Already got about a half a second on BJ Mackey. BJ Mackey's debut in that number 98 car. Pull that in a little closer here and take a look at the 98. Great looking Simu-Cube 98 car, and if he's running Simu-Cube style stuff, he will be one to reckon with. So he'll definitely be an addition to the league, and see how things go. And Diana, you talked to Beth lately, kind of quiet for her not to be around. Billy Stanley back there in the 8 car. Field working their way down the back straightaway on lap 5. On lap 10, we'll get our first Elvis Presley track packed in. Yep, everything's okay with Beth, and she's just busy. Here's the video. Fast lap race belongs to Billy Stanley, 31.753. 31.753. He is on a mission. He's on the hunt. Needs to save those tires, though, to have them a little bit later. Oh, we got a little loose there. That was BJ Mackey. Almost lost the handle. And James Napier on the high side looking for the race lead as he tries to battle and contend with the 98 Simu-Cube sponsored ride of BJ Mackey. Philip Temples is out front, 32.11 seconds. His best lap. However, best lap belongs to Billy Stanley right now, 31.753. Last time by 32.158. Got a tight battle going on here with 3 wide for second. Richard Sutton sneaking it in on the outside. Will slip back going into turn 3. Billy Stanley right there with James Napier in that royal purple one. So we're still trying to bring that number 8 to the front now. Stanley trying to hang on. Richard Sutton trying to sneak his nose into the top 4. As your top 5, you can throw a blanket over him. Adam Roberson is on the move now. He's up to 6th now after coming from 9th on that restart. Hi Beth, there she is. We were just talking about you. There she's okay. I haven't Cindy, good to see you. Glad to see you back out here. Good evening, Beth. Haven't missed much. Billy Stanley has lost 2 spots since the start of the race, but he's hanging into that top 5 position. He's in 4th. He's got number 8 in the front group. He's got to watch. They're almost 3 wide for 2nd. Philip Temples is your race leader, and I almost forgot. We are at lap 11. Oh, we got a crash. Billy Stanley and unfortunately BJ Mackey around. Caution's going to ensue on lap 11, and the faster pair going to have to be used. But in 1967, Elvis Presley recorded 4 songs for the film Live a Little, Love a Little. So we'll go back and take a look at this incident here involving BJ Mackey, Billy Stanley, and David Cox. Alrighty, so as we were reading some stuff, we missed what was happening on the screen. Instant replay brought to you by Hardy Sports TV. And it looks like, I think Billy Stanley might have got into the back of the one of them. Let's see. Oh, no, the 98 drifted up and got the 1 and the 8 involved. 98's going to get the worst end of it here with the 19 of David Cox. He gets clocked by Terry Walters, who I believe has already used a faster pair. Take a look at that 98 car. Really, really heavy damage to the back of that machine. And we're seeing some new damage model stuff here, I believe. As see the fuel cell and everything in here. They did some great artwork on these, and I don't remember seeing this amount of damage in our previous broadcast with these crashes. And you know, unfortunately, it's one of those things that we're going to see happen here. Is David Cox heavy damage on the left front of that as drivers learn to manipulate each other's racing lines. And Billy Stanley with some damage there coming down pit road as well. Back of his car looks no better. I believe he still has his faster pair to use. A little early to be using those, but if we have to do so, we will. There's some damage on the right front of that. He's got damage all the way around on that number 8. And he'll get all that fixed. Yeah, looks like four tires and fuel for him as well. And we'll cut back up with the rest of the field. Everybody has came down pit road. Looks like everybody able to get on and off of pit road unscathed. Philip Temples and Richard Sideth. Continuing to work the field here. Should have a 1 in the green. Alrighty. Billy's down and away and ready to get back to action here. There's the 98 of BJ Mackey working his way down the back straightaway, or front straightaway right now. You get caught back up. Plug in my cellular device here as they work their way off of turn number 4. Green flag is back out in the restart zone. Philip Temples to the loud pedal. Great restart for him as he rolls down the tri-oval into turn 1. Richard Sutton, Anthony Bledsoe, James Napier, and Greg Myers, your top 5 right now. Terry Walters is in 6th. They've got 7th now. Adam Robertson making moves forward here. And that number 28 Motorcraft Ford as he's trying to work his way up to Greg Myers' number 2 machine. About 15 of 50 underway. Temple still your race leader. He comes to the tri-oval and the back in 8th. He's make that 7th now. He gets on Terry Walters, P7. Terry Walters falling backwards. The 19 of David Cox way off the pace there. He's now just coming through the tri-oval into turn 1. Adam Robertson around Greg Myers. He'll take over the 5th position. So Adam Robertson back in the top 5. Here comes Billy Stanley to the inside of Greg Myers. He's working on the 6th spot now. Stanley trying to follow in the footsteps of the tire tracks of the 28 Adam Robertson to make his way to the front. Billy Stanley having a fantastic qualifying effort. We'll see if he can go. And the 18 is going to go almost around. We're going to stay green. That was Anthony Bledsoe got loose on the apron. Able to bring it back. Billy Stanley to 6th. Battle now. Robertson going to take over the 3rd spot from James Napier. The 28 Motorcraft Ford is on a mission. Those are going to try over lap 18 of 50 now underway. Lap 17 is complete in the books. There's Billy Stanley now takes over the 5th spot from Greg Myers. He'll try to run down the one of James Napier in the Royal Purple 1 now. Billy Stanley working the outside, almost able to run down the Royal Purple number 1 of Napier. There's Stanley going to poke his nose to the inside of the 1 car. He's going to try to take over the 4th position. And at the line, Billy Stanley has it. He will be in the 4th spot. Stanley in the number 8. Takes over. Position number 4. So we'll go ahead and kick out our next Elvis Presley This Day in History. As we approach lap 20, is leader now on lap 20. 19 is complete. Come on, Nightbot. Run faster. There we go. 1972, Elvis Presley's cover of Buffy St. Marie's. Until It's Time for You to Go, hit number 40 in the U.S. As the race goes down the back straight away, and here comes Billy Stanley looking to the inside of Adam Robertson's 28 Motorcraft Ford. It's Billy Stanley looking at the 3rd spot. Here comes James Napier. He's got some momentum and some speed. He's going to go back to position at number 4 as Napier works his way around the inside of Adam Robertson. Philip Temple is your race leader. Has Richard Sutton knocking on his back door and has since the drop of the green flag on the restart. And Sutton not going away. But he's also got Billy Stanley knocking on his back door and BJ Mackey's number 98 SimuCube sponsored ride working on trying to get back into the fight as well as he's moved past Anthony Bledsoe. Bledsoe lost a lot of ground. He can run him back down. Bledsoe was fast. Started in 8th. Philip Temple's with the race lead. Richard Sutton in 2nd. Billy Stanley making a move to the outside of Richard Sutton in the 95. Stanley knows he's going to have to try something different here to maybe get around this pack. And the leaders here. This is working on bypassing the 95, and apparently there's a throttle stop on the 95 because Billy Stanley's making it look easy on the outside. Let's see if we can get him going into 1. He's carrying the momentum on the high side. Richard Sutton's taking the shortest way around the racetrack. As Billy Stanley, oh, the 95 gets loose. He's going to get into Billy Stanley. Oh, no, Adam Robertson's going to go around. We got a big wreck, potentially cars flipping. All right, well, it almost flipped. I don't believe we're done yet. Here we go. Man, we're talking about splitting the needle. Good to hands by the 98. Caution flag out once again. Take a look here. Richard Sutton got loose, drifted up the racetrack, trying to catch the car. Made contact with Billy Stanley. Kept it off of him just enough. See him hit the apron right there, just enough to get the car loose. He drifts up, contact with Stanley. Stanley able to stay straight. Robertson turns him around. Greg Myers hard in the wall. James DePierre collected, as well as Terry Walters getting a piece of it, and I believe that's the last driver to fill any of it. It's caution flag flies once again. And yeah, Cody, it's they get around here pretty good, and as you saw, I believe that was David Cox maybe coming through at the last moment in the 19. But Philip Temples, still your race leader. We'll see who comes down pit road. Yeah, these guys, seems like it's not too terrible here. Unless they go on the apron, so things all right. Lap 24, about 2 laps shy of halfway home, and I believe we have everybody. We do not. We are missing the 19, the 8, and so we got David Cox, Billy Stanley, and BJ Mackey still on the racetrack. So now it's just Billy Stanley and BJ Mackey. The 19 of David Cox is working his way back around. He's getting a wave around, I believe. So the driver's coming in for a fuel-only stop, I'd imagine. Let's see what's going on down here. Do we have any tire takers? I believe we have some tire takers down here. Billy Stanley is now currently being scored as your race leader with 26 laps to go. The halfway mark this time by the start-finish line. Alrighty, so it looks to be 25 laps to go. We're halfway home. Cross flags for your race leader, Billy Stanley, and who will have to lead the last 25 laps of this race. And I'm not certain who's got tires and who just got fuel here. Let's see if we can get a pit stop iteration here. See if we can figure out who did what. Pit time, 15 seconds. Back in your Discord. I don't know. You're still in there? Am I still part of that, Cody? Just go down. Let me open my dictionary of Discords and see if I can find what you're talking about. Before we get back to green here. We do have the one to green. They're working turns 3 and 4 now, so I'll have to look in a minute. There it is. Oh yeah? Really? Alrighty. That would be fun if I could run that. As the green flag comes back out, Billy Stanley will look at maintaining the race lead. We'll see if he can get it done. I saw Cody. I found it. And he's holding on to the race lead. The number 8 got a great jump on the restart in the Geico restart zone as he powers forward here. He'll try to run away from the 98 of BJ Mackey, who's made it back to the 2nd spot. We're talking about the, that was the ARCA cars, I believe. I have to try that. We're side by side. Philip Temple's looking to try to come back in the Meineke 17. You have to keep me up to date on that, Cody, and hopefully I'm free and we'll be able to run with you. Come hang out. There's Philip Temples right now in the 2nd spot. He's trying to make a run on Billy Stanley. Temples was fastest. Billy Stanley 31.753 still stands. Last time by, Philip Temples was faster, 33.487. We'll see if it stands this time by with 23 to go. And here comes the run on the outside for the 17 of Temples. He's trying to bring, look at Anthony Bledsoe coming back into the mix of this one. He's trying to come back to the race lead. He's in the 3rd spot. Picking up that podium is a 17 of Temples, goes back to the race lead down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, it's the Meineke 17 Chevrolet coming up with the race lead. Billy Stanley in the second spot now. Is the 18 of Bledsoe going to try to work around the top side of the racetrack. Richard Sutton's right there in the 95 as well. In the Victory Sim sponsored 95 as he rolls down the back stretch. 21 to go. We're going to go with our third Elvis Presley This Day in History fact. As Philip Temples takes over the race lead, Elvis Presley in 1978, his album Aloha from Hawaii via satellite re-entered the charts at number 35 in the UK. Philip Temples has taken the race lead and is not looking back. Like Adam Robertson may have got loose back there. Looks like David Cox may have been given a black flag going to pit road, had to get that cleared. And unfortunately, probably a lap down now on one of Diana's favorite albums out there. Is David Cox going to be a lap down as well as Terry Walters. So those two will battle for position 7 and 8. And Temple's going to go around off the nose of Billy Stanley. Not sure how that ensued here. We'll get that looked at here. Caution flag flies once again. Philip Temple's around. And the number 17, the Insurance Citizens Incorporated Instant Replay, brought to you by Hardy Sports TV. Coming up in a matter of seconds here. And we'll take a look at Philip Temples here into turn 1 off the trio of Stanley with the run. Right to the back bumper where it's not clear. May have given him a love tap, sending him around. He's going to collect the 18 of Bledsoe. Maybe the end of his race. Richard Sutton's going to get a piece of it. And Philip Temples going to have to use that faster pair. I don't know if it exists. Can I see where it is? Uh-oh. Whereas Philip Temples has not used the faster pair, so he'll be able to go in and get that done. So he caught back up. Drivers with faster pairs left. Kind of odd. Looks like Anthony Bledsoe, the only driver with the faster pair left, and he may have to use it here. I believe he does. And Philip Temples is using his faster pair, so that is gone. And see how this thing plays out for these drivers as they make their way back to the 17 laps to go. So we got 17 to go right now. And I believe two more, doesn't add up, two more Elvis Presley track facts. So we have 5. So we did 3. Let's get 4 out of the way here just in case. Right, go ahead and finish them real quick while we're under caution. We have 17 laps remaining. In 2005, Lisa Marie Presley's new video for Dirty Laundry was world premiered on AOL Music's First View. Let's see if there's a 5th one. I feel like there is. Good 6 tonight. So we can get this out of the way. Not that I'm trying to rush it, but we're going to run out of time because there's only 50 laps. In 2005, the cast members from the Broadway musical All Shook Up performed live on NBC's Today. So that is the final Elvis This Day in History fact for tonight. With 16 laps to go, Billy Stanley is currently being scored as your race leader. Not sure what happened with the 17 of Philip Temples, but we'll see here. They're gonna have Billy Stanley starting on the inside pole. They're on the front row for the restart. Richard Suttis, number 95, will restart second. Well, that's why we do it, Diana. You know, it's there's a lot of unknown information out there for a lot of fans, and I'm learning some stuff myself. I can't say if it's sticking, to be honest, but because you guys enjoy it, I do it for you. So here we go, back to green flag racing. It's the 8 of Billy Stanley with the race lead. Great restart in the Geico restart zone as he goes back to the point here once again. Here comes the 98 of BJ Mackey in the semi-cube at 98. Look at Richard Sutton, the 95. Slipping all the way to the top shelf of the racetrack. He's going to lose wholesale positions here. And he's going to lose more, and that staying out, not taking tires, is going to hurt him. Billy Stanley's going to have company quick, fast, in a hurry. BJ Mackey running him down. You can see the gap closing very quickly. As Philip Temples Meineke Chevrolet working the inside here right behind the Semi-Cube 98. I'm looking for him to go to the high side here momentarily. And he's going to stay right behind that Semi-Cube 98. Here comes Adam Robertson, going to peak the gap. Ooh, baby, look at the contact. It was close. Very close there. Coming through the corner is Adam Robertson poking the nose under the 17 of Philip Temples. Billy Stanley, your race leader. Here comes BJ Mackey. Adam Robertson able to peek the nose and get the third spot away from Philip Temples. Temples going to battle back to the inside. Not going to let it go that easy as the 18 Anthony Bledsoe's having a little bit of networking issues there. He blinks. Hopefully doesn't get dropped out of the race, and I believe he may get towed in that 28. We'll see. He's got, or not 28, but yeah. I don't know why I was thinking that. The 18 of Anthony Bledsoe, as he blinks in and out. Hopefully he gets that straightened out. iRacing is keeping an eye on that. Billy Stanley working the race lead with 13 laps to go, and we may get our first technicality drop. We'll see. Billy Stanley, BJ Mackey, and Adam Robertson, your top three right now, as Robertson puts the back bumper of the 98, gets a great draft run down the back straightaway. Can he get the job done on the Motorcraft 28? He pulls the side draft into turn 3. BJ Mackey hangs on right now. And Robertson looks to the inside. Mackey throws the block. Robertson going to take over the second spot. He's looking for the race win. Here comes Temples now with 11 laps to go. Adam Robertson looks for the race lead. Goes to the inside of Billy Stanley. Stanley going to come down on him just a little bit. Not clear. Robertson going to go to the wall with him. Robertson, massive crash caution, is out. 11 laps to go. Pace car back out on the speedway. Billy Stanley, heavy damage, knocked the whole front clip off that car. Heavy damage to the number 8. His night is going to be toast for Billy Stanley. Fast repair used, it is gone. Was having a great run, and we come to a close here. We saw that live, not going to show the replay. Adam Robertson, one well of a ride there. Flat tires and all on the super late model. It is history. Robertson's car is no worse for wear either, as he knows his race is done. He towed that car to the pit road there, and you can see the drivers exited the cockpit. So no hands in there. Where did that driver cam go? Here we go. Driver's out of the car. His race is done. Greg Myers has been out of his car for a while as well, the number 2. I believe he has exited, stage right, loaded up. His hauler's sitting at the gate waiting to leave. Yeah, Billy Stanley, half of Billy's car's missing. And here comes the 1 of James Napier. He's coming to get fresh good years on that car. A little bit of damage repaired on that number 1. As well as looks like the 19 of David Cox is in. And let's see who else is on pit road. Richard Studdle's 95 is down there. The Victory Sim 95 is down pit road as well. But the one of James Napier's Royal Purple sponsored drive will leave pit road. And I believe Philip Temples is in position to take the race win. We'll see if he can get it from the number 98 of BJ Mackey. Yeah, Billy's race is done. That's a lot of damage to get repaired with under a caution, and the fast repair has been expended. So anybody with damage right now is trying to get it fixed with the time allotted. So I do know Billy is done. That's a lot of damage, and I'm sure once his tow time, he drove in, so if the tow time was up, he could probably get too much damage were done. But he is going to try to get it fixed. Crew is working on it, but the 8 laps to go unless we caution flag it all out. I don't see him coming back out tonight in the number 8. So Adam Robertson, Billy Stanley, and Greg Myers' night is done. We hit the gyro cam. I don't believe Billy's still in his car by any means. No, he's exited seat. So yeah, this race is over for him, I believe. Pretty easy to say that. BJ Mackey in the Simucube 98, 17 of Philip Temples, Anthony Bledsoe's 18. Ready to rock here for the restart. See if Bledsoe can stay solid for 8 more laps here. 8 laps to go, be 7 to go as they cross the stripe. Green flag comes back out. The gRaceland Shootout iRacing Series, and we're back to green flag in the Geico restart zone. I don't believe we looked at the points tonight because of some other things, but here we go. Down through, if we have a caution, we'll look at the points, but hopefully we don't have that caution. Let's keep this thing down under green flag racing the rest of the way here. As BJ Mackey works to the inside, Philip Temples looking at the outside. The Meineke Chevrolet once again. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, Chevy Camaro. I saw the letter, it kind of scared me. I thought it was a Dodge. Maybe he'd smack me for saying that. Here we go through turns 3 and 4. A little contact. The Meineke 17 shoves up the racetrack. Stays with the momentum. Here comes Anthony Bledsoe to the inside. He takes over the runner-up spot. Third place right now belongs to the 17 of Temples. Can he get a run back on the 18 of Bledsoe? He gets the rear bumper. I try to loosen him up a little bit off the corner. He gets him loose. Here comes Temples. I thought he should look to the outside. David Cox looks to the outside in the 19. I believe David's in a Dodge. Yep, David Cox is in a Dodge. BJ Mackey, your Simucube 98 car, your current race leader with 5 laps to go. Show the hand from starter stand. He has 5 laps remaining. A handful of laps to go, and here comes the 17 of Philip Temples. Looking at the rear chase from the 98 here. And Temples goes to the inside. Going to get the 98 loose. He saves it. Bledsoe goes to the race lead. The 17 loses some ground. Of a pattern here. We got a car in the wall. It's the 27, I believe, of Terry Walters, able to pull it back down. That car looks to be a little towed out on the left front. As Anthony Bledsoe, your race leader. What happened to... Okay. Anthony Bledsoe, Philip Temples. Temples now looking for the race lead on the inside to the trioval with 3 laps to go. Here to go for your race leader. Temple's going to the outside, off of turn 2 hard in the outside wall. Here comes James Napier. Philip Temple's scrubbed off some speed. Napier looking for a second, gonna have to give it back up. Temple's drives underneath him. David Cox gonna take over as well into the 4th position, 3rd spot now. Temple's in second. Anthony Bledsoe is your race leader with tripling in the air. 2 laps remain. Been to the Kansas Speedway a time or two. I think twice, maybe 3 times. And it's a fun track. It's a track that I've actually been in the infield on pit road and seen a lot of things up close at. So a little bit of history from Kansas Speedway, but a little personal experience, I should say. As here comes Anthony Bledsoe across the stripe. White flag is out. One more trip around. Philip Temples is there. Bledsoe gets loose, hangs on to it. Temples is going to rattle his cage every which way he can here as they roll through turns 1 and 2. Look at your third place. David Cox now has company. James Napier is there. Here comes Philip Temples on the outside. White flag lap down the back straightaway. Here comes the 98 Simeon Cuban, BJ Mackey, trying to make it the final effort here off of turn number 4. Here comes Philip Temples off of turn number 4. Goes to the high side. The block comes down. It's going to be close at the line. It's going to be Anthony Bledsoe with the race win. And he'll shake off Philip Temples and kill the streak here at Kansas Speedway. So take a look at this real quick. Your points coming in tonight's race. Philip Temples had 104 points. Anthony Bledsoe was behind by 2, 98 points. Let's see if this is Eric Blunt with 96 points in third. Billy Stanley fourth with 95 points. Adam Roberson fifth with 93 points. David Cox with 92 points in sixth. Terry Walters seventh with 91 points. Eighth is James Napier with 90 points. Greg Myers ninth with 89 points. Richard Suddeth was 10th with 49 points, and Robert Lynch Jr. was 44 points, rounded out your field as far as points go right now. We'll get our BladeNode.com post-race show commercial in. We'll be right back with your, well, let's go through your full field rundown real quick before we do that. So, post-race show coming up in just a moment. Your race winner, Anthony Bledsoe from Hound Dog Racing. Second went to Philip Temples. Third, David Cox. Fourth, BJ Mackey. Fifth, James Napier. Sixth, Richard Suddeth. Eighth, Terry Walters. Or 7th, Terry Walters. 8th was Adam Roberson. 9th, Billy Stanley. And 10th was Greg Myers. So, yeah, Billy might drop points a little bit, but it'll be fun to see. We'll be right back with your BladeNode.com interviews from the post-race show in just a moment.
BladeNode.com. 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 Why BladeNode.com? We host affordable, reliable, and personable hosting for any venture, be it web hosting and design, game servers, private virtual, or dedicated server rentals. Interested in our services or have an idea that needs technical work? Chat with the team members of BladeNode.com, and we'll make sure that we are your one-stop shop for all your web hosting needs. What are you waiting for? Get on over to BladeNode.com and get your affordable, reliable, personal hosting services today. BladeNode.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds.
Alrighty, we're back here live on the Hardy Sports TV Broadcast Network. We'll talk with our third place finisher first. Well, David, kind of an up and down night for you. Started in the 6th spot, had some damage there multiple times and was able to bounce back here and end up with a podium finish. Tell us about that run for the number 19 Dodge here today at the Kansas Speedway.
Well, we had a pretty good run tonight. Started off a little rough there, got into a few bangers, and lost a couple laps because I completely destroyed my car that first wreck, and ended up battling back and made it up to third, so got lucky tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lucky night. And, attrition definitely seemed to be an issue here tonight. You're able to kind of bounce back and show attrition who's well, I can't use that word because iRacing's policy, but anyway, congratulations on a third place finish here tonight, and a little bit of luck on your side. Lady luck at the Kansas Speedway, and anybody you'd like to thank help you pick up a third place finish tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all these boys we raced with here. We all kept our heads tonight and had fun racing with everybody. I'd like to thank 5 Star for sponsoring the series this year again. Billy and Richard for throwing up the races, and Adam for everything he does for us. Phil and Anthony for a good run there towards the end. Thanks fans for coming out and checking us all out, and you for broadcasting.
All right, well, congratulations, David, on a third place finish, and hopefully we'll see more podiums coming up through the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm hoping to be here more often myself.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, David Cox picking up a third place finish here tonight. We're going to talk with Philip Temples. Man is one spot shy. Philip, a stellar run for you to make a comeback after the attrition here tonight. Second place just a little bit shy. Anthony stepped it out, but man, a great second place finish for the number 17 Meineke race car tonight.
Yeah, man, it was all in all, it was a good run. I was doing all I could to pass him, to get him sideways. I did everything but wreck him. So I did it right. He did it right. All good, man. That was a fun race.
Yeah, able to get back up to the second spot. A great run for the number 17. Definitely able to battle back and keep the 18 at bay with the points, and as well as keep Roberson back there behind you in points as well. As it's really the big picture here. Is what matters at the end of the season, what you're really chasing. But you have to get all these minor victories to make that championship, actually stick.
Man, I'm chasing wins. That's what I do. The points will take care of themselves. I'm just going to keep the win numbers high, and, it'll be what it is.
Take care of the race car and put it in victory lane, right?
That's it. Points will take care of themselves. You ain't got to look where you're at in points. You just keep winning races. But no, man, Adam, I give him a big shout, or Anthony, I got to give him a big shout out. He was able. I put all kinds of pressure on that kid. He didn't buckle. That was good.
Thank you. Great racing competitorship between you guys, and a great run here. Anybody like to help you pick up a second place finish here tonight at Kansas?
Yeah, thank my wife. She cooked a good dinner tonight and got me ready for this.
I thought you were going to thank her for not smacking you in the back of the head for doing this shit.
Well, she kind of does that every now and again on her way through. I'm going to bed, whap.
Love you too.
That's it.
Don't wait up. All right, well, congratulations, man, and we'll get back to maybe our winning ways next week.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, everybody, we'll talk with you hopefully next week.
All right, bud.
All right, moving on down, now going to talk with tonight's race winner, Anthony Bledsoe. First time to victory lane this season in the number 18. And a great run here. Congratulations, Anthony, picking up the race win, holding off all the charges from Philip Temples in the 17 Meineke Chevrolet as you roll forward that number 18. A great run and a great win for you here tonight at Kansas.
Man, that was a fun race. It was all I could do to keep that thing straight. I think I was looking at the pit wall more than I was at straight ahead of me.
You're definitely a little loose and a little wild. They're able to recover from the advances of Philip Temples, but a great win to be able to pull that off.
Oh, yeah, it was a very fun race. I didn't really think I was going to be able to race. But starting from the back, I had that first mess up because nobody would go, it seemed like. But as the race went on, it just got better, I guess.
That's definitely a great win. Anybody like to help you pick up the race win here tonight at the Kansas Speedway for the GRaceland Shootout iRacing Series?
Thank you for broadcasting it. Thank the league sponsors, Butt Kicker and 5-Star Beverages, and thank the fans for coming out to watch.
Yep. I don't like to rub stuff in people's faces very often, but how's it feel to knock off Philip? This is trying to make it 4 in a row.
It feels pretty good. We're only 3 points between us in points right now, so it should be a pretty interesting rest of the season if I can keep it up.
Yep. You have to change your mindset a little bit and think like Philip. He said, we're out for wins. He said the points will take care of themselves. So
yeah, I gotta start getting up there a little quicker and leading more laps, get them extra points. But just gotta do my best and see what happens.
All right, on, yeah, you definitely get some extra practice laps in and fill the car out, and maybe get somebody out there, a buddy, to come bump you and move you around a little bit. And that way, when Philip gets up there and really puts it to you again next time, maybe it won't be as easy on you. Maybe he'll actually try to move you.
Yeah. Next week should be pretty interesting. I like Darlington. It should be a pretty good race.
Oh boy, we get the lady in black.
Yep.
Well,
should be a good one.
Should be. Well, congratulations, Anthony. I'll let you celebrate and enjoy the rest of your evening. And don't drink too hard. I'm sure you got to work tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Well, have a beer. Have a beer and celebrate the win.
Yep. Thank you.
Alrighty, toughest break of the night, going from hero to zero in a matter of seconds with the race lead. Billy, it's sad to see that fast repair used up when you probably needed it most.
Yeah, I thought I had something. I mean, I couldn't believe the runs I was getting there, and it was just the car seemed to really come into me after about 5 or 6 laps. I mean, I was catching everybody, and it felt good to lead a while. I really thought I had something for them, but didn't work out that way. Me and Adam, we both had a position, and I knew he was down there, but I wasn't going to give up my lane, so I knew something was going to happen going into 3, and sorry it ended our night, but we had a great run, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great race, I think.
Yeah, still a great race. You had a great piece and a great run there, and unfortunately, battle for the lead. Of course, pulling all the stops on what you had for tonight's run. But it's one of those things we say in racing. If it was called winning, everybody'd do it. So
Exactly. Well, this is one of my favorite tracks too. I mean, and I think it showed tonight. I mean, as everybody saw, I was putting it up front. I mean, I don't qualify good here. And usually, like I was saying, it takes me about anywhere from 3 to 5 laps before it to come in. And then once it comes in, you saw how fast I caught everybody, and it just wasn't meant to be tonight. But it was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Anthony on the win, and Philip for second, and David Cox is in third, and he's third in points too. That's a great thing. I mean, I love it.
There's some interesting things happening in the back gate for sure. And I just wanted to chat with you, just to give you we got the worst luck of the night, but hard luck award, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, as long as we put on a good show for everybody, that's all that matters. I'd like to thank all the fans for tuning in and watching the race. Thank you, and thank you, Ronald, for the job you're doing. I want to thank my sponsor, Performance Distributors, 5 Star Beverage, and Butt Kicker. Without these guys, we wouldn't be doing this. And tune in next week. It's going to be action-packed for sure. We're going to be racing Darlington, and we'll see who comes out of that. The Lady in Black without a stripe.
Lady in Black and Lady Luck be a thing for sure next week. That's
exactly.
All right, Billy. Sorry about the luck tonight. Glad you had fun with the 40 laps that you did put down, and you were able to get that car out front and get some screen time as well.
Thank you, sir. Make sure you call Adam up there. I want to hear his side of the story.
All right. Let's see what he has to say about it. We'll back it up here and play it again.
I tell you what, bring him up here now while we're both in here. I just want to hear you.
What's up, Mr. Adam? Hey, nobody.
Yeah, Adam, I'm up here too. So he wants to hear from both of us on what happened there. I've already given my version, so you go ahead and it's yours. It's all yours, Adam.
I got a heck of a run coming off of 2. I played down on the white line. Problem was Billy didn't want me to have the white line, and neither one of us was willing to give up the space.
Yeah, it's a disagreement of real estate on the racetrack, and when you think you got it all, sometimes, and it's the worst part is these darn spotters, and we've seen it in real life too, where somebody was, I don't know if you guys watched that video here recently, or I forget who it was, but the spotter was watching somebody else's car. He goes, "Oh man, sorry, was it Cole?"
Oh, my spotter said he was there.
I
knew he was there.
Yeah, my spotter said my spotter said inside, so I mean, I knew he was there, but you're racing. The thing you don't do in racing is let up.
You're racing for the lead. You can't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hang. I'm not giving it up for the lead. Now, if I'm running for 7th, I would probably let out.
Yeah.
So how fast did you actually hit the wall, Adam? Is what I want to know, because it looked like
it hurt. It would have hurt if it was real life. I'll say that. I didn't look at it, how fast I was going, though.
I was kind of curious, because I wasn't sure if iRacing over-exaggerated you flying through the air or what.
Well, you think that's a 2,300-pound car, so yeah, that's probably about right.
We was probably doing about 180 down through there.
I'm going a little slower than what I'm currently going.
But anyway, go ahead and thank your sponsors and everything.
Oh, yeah. We're going to thank 5 Star Beverages, Butt Kicker, having all them back this year. And thank all the fans out there that had to endure me taking y'all's #1 hero out. And hope
I'm
y'all
not the
come back
number
next
one.
week.
I think the hero in the favorite tonight was Anthony Blood, so I don't think you missed much there, Adam.
So I probably didn't make no new friends tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we're still friends. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
it's
it's
racing.
racing.
That's all it is. Yeah.
What's
Hard racing.
What's that song?
Yeah, that's how it was.
Devil in your helmet.
Yeah. So I'm saying, I only make sure the races go off until the green flag drops. When green flag drops, I'm racing just like everybody else.
Right on.
Well, see, the sad thing is both of us used fast repairs early, didn't you,
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah, I just used it too. I didn't want to wait. I had like 30 seconds of damage left, and it was one to green. I'm like, I'll run down there and just get my fast repair done. If I'd had I could never go back to the pits. I'd have went laps down anyway. But still, it was good hard racing. That was overall a good race. So
I'd love to seen us with the top three. How us two would have figured into the mix on that those, especially on the last lap.
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I had about 5-7 lap fresher tires than everybody else. I think I'd have been all right.
Yeah, I used my right sides early, and I didn't mean to, but it just happened when I was doing that. I had to make a pit stop, and that's when it happened. And I just, oh man. So
I've got 4 tires on lap 35, so I had pretty fresh tires.
All right, gentlemen.
okay, Ron.
So
Thanks
congratulations
for bringing
on
us
you
up,
guys'
bud. And thanks to all the fans for tuning in again tonight.
Yeah, thanks to all the fans for tuning in. Hope you have a good week and come back and see us for Darlington next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
One optimist for sure. Hey, see you later, guys.
All
See
right,
ya.
thanks.
Billy Stanley and Adam Robertson rolling out 8th and 9th down there on the field, but some interesting point of views from the driver's perspective what happened during that crash on lap 40. But, hard luck award going to both those drivers using their fast repairs earlier, and like they've highlighted here throughout the course of tonight's interviews, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and checking us out here. We'd also like to thank all the sponsors for coming on board, as I tended to want to show all of them at one time here. So thanks to the GRaceLand Shootout Series drivers for coming out and putting on a show and allowing me to be here to call the action. Want to thank Butt Kicker once again for putting up the champion prize, as well as 5-Star Beverages and Davis Unified Ignitions, performance distributors, high performance and racing ignition systems, for sponsoring the series. We'll catch you guys next time here on Hardy Sports TV. Thank you guys for doing it. Love y'all. You have a great week, and we'll see you next week here at the GRaceLand Shootout Series with the Lady in Black. We'll be at the Darlington Raceway, and we'll see you then. Hardy Sports TV would like to thank all of its supporters. Insurance Centers Incorporated, Genmar Services in Reedsville, West Virginia, Slick Products USA, Jeff Scott and the gang at the Florida Entertainment Group at FEGPC.net, BladeNerd.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds, Jeff Brown at iRacing iFlag, Braden Dillinger at Throttle Smasher Performance in Dawson, Pennsylvania, Renegade Race Fuels, Premier Racing Setups, TrackCams22.com for asphalt oval and all course style cameras, SimRatMarket.com for dirt oval cameras, Thanks for watching this broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on Hardy Sports TV.